Hello, I'm Yoko, and March 26th is my upcoming birthday, so I want to do a video that would be something fun for me. And since I really like my GalaxyClan series, and I really like designing non-human things as humans, that's what I'm doing. Side note, year 17 is coming in about a week. Also, if you don't know what GalaxyClan is, I have a playlist linked below, but you should mostly be able to understand this video. I picked 6 cats to draw that were from specifically year 16, which is the most recent released year of the series at this point. So let's just hop into the drawing part. The first cat I designed was HilFuzz because I had a very vivid mental image of what I wanted Fuzz to look like. Also, reminder, the character is agender and uses Fuzz, Fuzz's, Fuzz self, and Snow, Snow's, Snow self as pronouns. Please be respectful. But I wanted HilFuzz to have the fluffy bangs that Snow already has as a cat, but have the hair be a bit layered after the head area, so it's slightly more thick up there, but continues into longer hair. That I did style like HilFuzz's cheek fluff. And the main design aspect that I knew I wanted to do was give HilFuzz some of those lighter colored hair with striped bits that scene people have. If that's the wrong subgenre of fashion, let me know. But I do think those look really cool on a design aspect, as well as on real people. Clothing-wise, I wanted to add some fluff to the top of the jacket part because Snow's name is literally HilFuzz, so therefore Fuzz must be fuzzy. And I have striped sleeves going on too. Again, kind of just because I like that fashion style. It's cool. Also, I'm only drawing bust shots for these finished images, but I do have a chibi sketch on the side of each drawing that was my reference and has a rough idea of what the rest of the outfit should look like, if you were curious about that. After drawing HilFuzz, I realized Fuzz should be on the older side as a person. HilFuzz is almost elder age, but that's fine. HilFuzz is the kind of person who looks like Snow doesn't age. I also like to picture that HilFuzz does Snow's makeup every day, even though Snow's hair covers it, since HilFuzz has very pretty eyes and lashes underneath the hair in canon. Just let HilFuzz have moments where Fuzz can make others go, oh no, Snow's hot, when flipping up the hair. Wouldn't really work on Holostar though, considering that he's blind, but you know, the principle makes HilFuzz feel nice. But yeah, here's my HilFuzz drawing. Hope you guys like the art. HilFuzz was the cat that I wanted to draw, which led to this whole video being made in the first place. So let's move on to who else I decided to draw once I decided I was doing this. Next up, I decided to draw Kale, and minor sneak peek for year 17. Kale came out as apagender, which is basically an indifference or apathy to someone's own gender. And Kale uses any pronouns and has no preference. If you're not on the Discord, I usually let them know about any new trans cats ahead of time. So there's that. Anyway, design-wise, Kale was giving me tall, skinny, and very pale. I added their messy, long, light gray hair and slapped a beanie on it. I also added a few pins stuck on there, specifically a peace sign one, an apagender pride pin one, which I hope I used the right flag for. And halfway through the planning process, I decided that Kale was Irish, so I put a clover pin with the Irish flag on it too. Related to that, I also put a Celtic triangle tattoo on his shoulder. Human Kale gives me vegan vibes, so I looked up vegan shirts and then died laughing when I found one that said, oh, Kale, yeah. So I snagged that from the internet and slapped it on to Kale's tank top. Also, I showed my chibi drawings of these to my mods on Discord, and it was recommended to give Kale those fingerless rainbow gloves, so I did. I also decided to paint their nails. Human Kale gives me chill, older LGBTQ plus person who posts gardening stuff and maybe meal prep stuff on social media, and is kind of a hippie. But yeah, here's Kale. He gives me very much peace and love and all that vibes. Kale is just kind of vibing, and I really like this drawing and how it turned out. I can't really decide if Kale bought the pride pins and the gloves or if they're sent as gifts from like younger fans and Kale just happily wears them. Either way, I like it. Moving on though. Next up, I drew Blue Kit. I wanted to draw one of the Pinky Kits in this video and decided on Blue Kit specifically because I really wanted to lean into the blue that's in his name. Like a baby boy in blue with poofy hair was adorable in my mind. So I ran with it and added a few stray strands here in the hair. I also gave him a blue t-shirt with a storm cloud on it because people have pointed out that Blue Kit's tail kind of looks like a storm cloud. And I took the lighter tip of the tail to turn into a lightning bolt. I gave him gray shorts since Blue Kit is primarily gray and added a bib thingy in the shape of his chest fluff. I also wanted to be punny for Blue Kit eating blueberries, but that kind of ended up looking a little bad since the blueberry juice is not actually blue and looks a little concerning. But I promise he's just eating berries. I probably didn't think that through enough, but it's fine. He's definitely the child that gets whatever he is eating absolutely everywhere. You know, most children. But yeah, here's Blue Kit. I really wanted to do one of the babies from year 16 in general, so it was fun doing a little toddler for this. And I was biased towards Blue Kit because blue is my favorite color. But yeah, he's super cute and I want to pinch his cheeks. Moving on to the next drawing. Next up, I drew Oopsy Daisy, and as mentioned, I was showing my mods my work in progress chibis. So I asked them for who I should draw, and Oopsy Daisy was one that they suggested. But yeah, Oopsy Daisy just joined, but she's just too fun. That name immediately grabbed me in a chokehold, and I love her. I made her hair a bit messy and sticking up in places with tiny roundish pigtails to look like Oopsy Daisy's round ears, and I spiked out the bottom of her hair to look like her cheek fluff. Also, Oopsy Daisy has a fuzzy mustache as a cat, so I added some facial hair, and I'm using this to say that women can have facial hair, whether they are cis or trans. Surprise! Women are human, and they grow hair. I didn't draw a full body, but Oopsy Daisy also doesn't shave her legs. Outfit-wise, I thought she would look cute in some overall shorts, and decided I wanted her main outfit to be the beige and neutral colors from her actual pelt color, and then throw in a ton of accessories and stuff on top that was pretty colorful. I gave her earrings shaped like her collar tag, and also put that shape at the center of her purple belt, along with some little hearts that I also put in her pigtails. I gave her a bi-flag bandana since her collar has the colors. Other small additions were bracelets, makeup, a star sticker on her cheek, because I feel like she would totally be the type to have little face decoration stuff like that, and bandages. Not sure if the bandages are decorative or because she's clumsy. I mean, her name is Oopsy Daisy, and it was mentioned in the mod chat that she gave off roller skater vibes. So again, not a full body, but imagine that she is on skates. And last minute in the drawing process, I decided that Oopsy Daisy would be the type of girl to just draw all over her clothes. So I added some doodles on the sleeves and a very silly smiley face on the pocket of her overalls, which I love. But yeah, here's Oopsy Daisy. She kind of looks like someone who used to have a beige mom, if you know the stereotype of that. And she decided to keep the beige, but add colors on top that she likes. But it makes others complain that she's ruining the aesthetic, but Oopsy Daisy does what she wants, and I think she's pretty fun looking. I would love to get to know her. But next up was another mod recommendation for who I draw, so I drew Branch Deer. This poor man, I swear. So first, I gave him a mohawk-styled shave to his hair, shaved on both sides, and then spiked it up a bit since he has that spiky back fur that is iconic for him. I then tied the end into a small ponytail that I wanted to make look like his actual little short tail. I also later went and added lighter stripes to his hair that is meant to be kind of like going gray a bit, but in anime version, it kind of just looks like highlights, just imagine. Human Branch Deer is a man post very messy divorce who is just trying to relax in the country now. I also gave him some slight facial hair along his chin, basically the anime man who has stubble and is too tired to shave look. If you know, you know. Outfit-wise, Branch Deer was giving me camouflage vibes, so I gave him a vest with camo on it, and in the colors of his fur pelt. And it had to be sleeveless because I wanted to show off his shoulder scar. As a cat, he got that from, I can't remember if it was a hawk or an eagle right now, I should have researched that. But either way, a large bird, so I'm not sure if human Branch Deer would have the same backstory to it, but pretty cool looking. I also gave him a deer head silhouette on his undershirt because, well, his name is Branch Deer. As a human, he kind of gives the vibes that he hunts deer, legally, and he probably has a taxidermy head somewhere in his house. But yeah, here's my Branch Deer. Admittedly, probably the laziest pose-wise. I didn't really know what to do with his hands and didn't really end up doing anything with them. My boy is just trying to live his best life, though, after the craziness that was his ex-wife. But speaking of his family, and on a better note, the last cat I decided to draw as a human was his daughter, Snake Eye. And she gave me the vibes that she has moved to the city and is trying to live her best life right now. She's always very busy, but she enjoys the hustle and bustle and makes the time to go visit her dad. After I drew Branch Deer, I just got ideas for Snake Eye and had to draw her. I wanted her to look a lot like her dad, so I gave her the same skin tone and thought it would be cute if they both had semi-shaved heads. Snake Eye has hers half-shaved, and I added white highlights to the tips of it. Lengthwise, I made her hair a lot longer though, and I also thought it would be really cool if she was wearing one of those colored, stylized contact lenses that people get, so I could actually keep her snake eye look. Very spooky, I love it. And I drew her main picture looking to the side, so it's not as noticeable that she has two, but I did give her snake bite piercings. The other snake-related look stuff was adding some mesh sleeves onto her outfit, and while not drawn in the main picture, she's wearing fishnets too. Her outfit is a gray dress, which has a white bust area so I can show Snake Eye's white patch on her fur better. And I added a handbag purse thingy in the color of the petals that she has on as a cat. I also imagine that she wears a very nice flowery perfume. And I gave her a trans flag colored choker because it's cute and unrelated to the drawing. I keep seeing one of those on Amazon when I look up pastel clothes when I'm just scrolling through outfits that I'm not actually gonna buy but I want to look at. But yeah, here's Snake Eye. I don't know if human Snake Eye would specifically be trying to be like a doctor, but I'm kind of leaning towards her working in elder care of some kind. Snake Eye in game checks on the elders a lot, so I think it would be cute for her. And yeah, that's the 6 cats that I decided to draw as humans. I've been seeing a lot of art like this on the Discord, and I really wanted to join in, so this was really fun. I limited myself to the year 16 cats to make it easier on myself picking wise, but there's a lot of other cats I would have liked to draw year 16 and otherwise, but I gave myself a time limit on art so I wouldn't accidentally overwork myself. This is meant to be a fun video. Some runner-up cats I would have liked to draw if I had time were Lizard Snap and Truffle Sprout. Truffle Sprout specifically because he's deputy and also because he's like besties with Snake Eye, so I would have loved to draw 2 of them. Again, this was meant to be something fun for my birthday, so I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Year 17 should be next week, and I'm going to try to get it done for Saturday instead of Sunday because I realized like a week ago that next week is Easter. So with that said, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and check out my socials linked below, etc. I'm off to go eat prime rib and shiny hunt in Pokemon, and who knows what else for my birthday. And I'll see you next week. Peace!